Zach, you take any offense at dropping from 3 to 4?
No. To me, it didn't matter where we played, who we played. I'm just looking forward to the game.
You didn't want Arlington being so close to home?
I mean, it's cool, but, like I said, it don't matter where or who.
I asked Ty, I said, this team really seems to play its best with a chip on its shoulder. You guys dropped from 3 to 4, even something little like that. Can you feel off that?
I mean, the committee has their own agenda. It is what it is. Can't really speak on it or control it. We just got to get ready the 31st for whoever we're playing.
How about you? How proud are you of the way this team has responded this year? Throughout the Texas game as an anomaly, but just since last December.
Oh, man, it's been a crazy journey. People, you could probably make a movie about it, but, just everything we went through in the offseason, how last season ended, and, just everything we've gone through. The Texas loss this year and, bouncing back and being able to go 7 straight, through a 9-week straight, conference schedule. So it's just been crazy, man. I don't think any other group of guys could have did it but the ones we got in this locker room. I think the locker room switches, everything that we've gone through has helped us and, made us closer as a team.
Locker room switches, what do you mean?
Going into basically a high school locker room right now, with all the renovations and stuff, I think that's made us even more closer than what we are, because you're close to guys that you probably wouldn't be close to, in the old locker room with all that space. So I think everything has kind of had its own little way of helping us out.
Is it just stuff that's just kind of combining together? I mean, the SAE thing kind of seemed to bring you together, and then you got the locker room and the coaching changes. It just seems like there's been a lot of stuff that's gradually brought you guys together over the course of the season.
Yeah, man. Like I said, it's just been kind of crazy. So, everything that we've gone through has actually, helped us get to this point. Obviously we got hopefully 2 more games, and, obviously a big one on the 31st. But, I think this is the most complete team, most put-together team I've ever been a part of in my life. From any sport. So, it's a good feeling around the locker room.
Zach, you guys played better defensively this year than you did a year ago. Is it just as simple as most of you guys just grew up a year older, or were there other factors involved with it?
Yeah, just growing up and, guys getting more serious about the game, especially in the back end. Guys playing better, a lot better as a whole. But just guys put in that work in the offseason, and, told ourselves we weren't going to play like that ever again, at least while we were here. So, the leaders decided to make a change, and, the guys bought in, the younger guys bought in, and, it's helped us out a lot.
What's your first message to the team going to be? I mean, I know guys are scattered and stuff, but when you guys first get together, what do you want this team to really focus on and think about?
To be honest, I think everybody has the same singular focus. I think everybody knows what's in front of us, the opportunity in front of us, and, what we're playing for. So I don't think it's anything that necessarily the leaders or the captains need to say to the team, because I think it's 100 guys in there ready to go already. So, just anything other than that, it's just, prepare the right way, doing extra stuff, which most of those guys already know. So I don't think there's no special potion or, no special words we need to say. We know what we got to do.
Zach, do you feel like there's a perception that the Big 12 doesn't play good defense? And if so, does that frustrate you?
Yeah, definitely. People can say what they want about the conference, but, when you got, I don't know how many offenses in the top 15 in the country, out of one conference, we're playing the Steph Currys or LeBron Jameses of offenses. So it's not even about, stopping them. It's about slowing them down. They're going to get their yardage. They're going to get their points. So, we go through offenses that other teams won't face all year in other conferences. So, I just think it makes us better, for end-of-the-year games like this that we're going to face. So we're not new to anything that we see. So I think it helps us out a lot. But that whole perception, I think, is just crazy. If you line up the offensive numbers in this conference to other conferences, is who are those defenses really playing? So, that's my opinion on it. People can say what they want, but to say that this conference don't play defense, I think it's just stupid.
Yeah. Did you watch a lot of games yesterday?
All of them.
Any anxiety about I hope this team wins or hope that team loses?
Mm-mm.
You guys felt pretty safe going into this?
Yeah. I think we were just ready for whoever we got. Me, Strike, and Tap. We're all in the house watching all day. I don't think we left the house once. So it was more just whoever won, bring them on.
What are your impressions of Watson, Clemson's quarterback?
He's their bake, he does everything for them offensively. He's their spark plug. Obviously, they got a great defense, but I mean, he's up for the Heisman. You know, what he did yesterday was crazy, the numbers he put up. So, you know, he's definitely going to be, you know, one of our main focuses on defense and slowing him down and containing him, you know, and not letting him beat us solely by himself.
Yes, I've had some recent history with both Alabama and Clemson. When you saw it come up, did you prefer any one way to fall the way it did?
No, and I don't think any of it is about getting teams back or them trying to get us back. I mean, the ultimate motivation right now is winning the national championship. I don't think you need to say anything more about it. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So, you know, me personally, I really didn't care who it was or where it was. So I think guys are just more excited for the opportunity to play for a ring.
Watching the team during the show, it didn't look like there was a whole lot of disappointment moving back from 3 to 4 because of that opportunity to play Clemson again. Would you say that's accurate?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like I said, I think it's 100 guys just ready for the opportunity and ready for the chance to play, you know, and show people that we're the best team in the country.
Zach, you guys were a heavy favorite last preseason to be in this spot, to win the Big 12 and get to the playoff. Were we all just a year too early on this team, or did that team have this kind of capability?
No, me and Strike talk about it all the time, like this could all happen last year, you know, but it's you know, a snowball effect happened, you know, one loss turned into two, like Ty said, and then, you know, I think the TCU loss really set us back. You know, I think after that, I think guys lost hope of us actually getting into the playoffs, and I think that kind of changed the attitude of the team. And I think that was the difference between last year and this year. Is after the Texas loss, the attitude didn't change. I think it got better. You know, and you know, guys weren't going to let what happened last year happen again this year. So, you know, I think it's different in that aspect of guys. You know, the leaders on the team, especially, you know, not letting that that drop off happen like it did last year.
Zach Baker's going to be up for a ton of awards all week long. What's it like as his teammate just to see as this week progresses and follow his journey?
I was talking to Sean. I was like, I feel like I win him every time he wins because Baker's just one of us, man. Like, he's a regular one of us. Like, if you saw him, you know, in the locker room, he don't carry himself like he's a Heisman contender or anything like that. He's just Bake. You know, so I feel like, you know, whatever award he wins, I'll win, you know, because we're just that close with Bake, and, you know, just the energy he brings to the team and, you know, how close he is with everybody is crazy. But he definitely deserves every single one of them, you know, all the way up to the Heisman. I don't think there's anybody in the country that compares to what he's done and, you know, the way he's done it, creating plays for his own and, you know, doing things like that. Countless Heisman moments, whether if you want to go to Tennessee, if you want to go to Baylor, you know, OSU, blocking on, you know, on Joe's touchdown. I don't think anybody can match up in the plays that he's made.
You talked about Kerry Cooks a lot, but can you just describe the impact that he's had now 12 games under your belt with?
Oh, man, he's been huge. You know, for me and, you know, and taking my game forward and things and such, and for the younger guys, especially just, you know, getting them to respond to bad situations a lot better than, you know, a year ago. You know, and he's been that, you know, the father figure, you know, leader for us when, you know, on the sideline and off the field. You know, he's not always honest about football. It's either about schoolwork or going to class and things like that. And, you know, he knows everybody's goal here is to play at the next level. And I think that's what he does the best, is getting us prepared to be professionals. And, you know, I think it shows on the field, you know, with the way guys respond and the way how they carry themselves.
Hey, Zach, now that the regular season's over, can you talk about how banged up you really were down the stretch and how good this is going to be just to have some time?
It was bad. Saturday, a lot of people probably thought it was the cleats, but it definitely wasn't the cleats. You know, but, you know, now to get this rest, it's going to be huge for me. Yeah, but I think as from Baylor on, it got worse. But, you know, obviously now I get a lot of time to recover, and, you know, and it's feeling good. So, you know, it was a struggle. It definitely was a struggle, especially the OSU game, just being in position and not being able to make plays, you know, because of it. But, you know, it's all part of the plan, man. And I know the 31st that I'll be a totally different player than I was this past month.
Thank you, Zach.
Yep.